This is only for the woke. This is only for the woke. May all the bots leave the building right now.
Now, pay attention to this video.
The pineal gland is the third eye. When you read the story of Pinocchio has two words. The pineal gland is the third eye. When you read the story of Pinocchio has two words. Pine, P-I-N, pineal gland, and occhio is ocular. Occhio in Italian is eye. That's why you go to an oculist. So Pinocchio means the pineal gland. So Pinocchio is a puppet. It is not a real person. In order to become a real person, to ascend, you have to activate your pineal gland. You have to stop telling lies. Everyone sees your nose grow every time you tell a lie. You have to stop being deceived by your friends. You have to stop going to the circuses and the shows, as all the philosophers have ever said. Getting drunk, intoxicated with drugs, and to be sober. So the pineal gland is the third eye, and it's our highest consciousness. So if you want to be real, just read the story of Pinocchio and activate your Pinocchio.
This tiny, pine cone-shaped organ has intrigued both scientists and spiritual seekers. Located deep within the brain, it secretes melatonin and regulates sleep patterns. But to mystics and philosophers, the pineal gland is a third eye, a spiritual organ providing perception beyond ordinary sight. Ancient civilizations like the Egyptians symbolized it through the eye of Horus, a mystical emblem of enlightenment and insight. Now, consider Pinocchio, the wooden puppet manipulated by strings. These strings can be seen as the limitations of human consciousness, tied to physical senses and societal norms. In the story, Pinocchio yearns for freedom and transformation, much like...
And that's most of y'all right now. Y'all the Pinocchio on strings. Because you haven't detached. You haven't detached from the beast's system. You haven't decalcified your pineal gland. In fact, most of y'all believe that decalcifying the pineal gland, y'all think the pineal gland is demonic. You're Pinocchio 100%. You know what I'm saying? You scared of the eye of Horus. When he showed the eye, you scared of this. Y'all just some scary folk, man. Where y'all people come from? You know what I'm saying? Why do I get these scary subscribers? These scary folk. Oh man, I'm trying to tell you, when I read the comments, man, it's be hilarious. Oh man, D, you're headed in the wrong direction. Let you tell it, right? Who are you to tell somebody they headed in the wrong direction and you ain't even read a book? Why would I listen to anything you say? You have absolutely no education whatsoever.
a mystical emblem of enlightenment and insight. Now, consider Pinocchio, the wooden puppet manipulated by strings. These strings can be seen as the limitations of human consciousness, tied to physical senses and societal norms. In the story, Pinocchio yearns for freedom and transformation, much like the human soul aims for higher states of consciousness. The character of the blue fairy in Pinocchio's tale can be interpreted as a divine intervention or spiritual guide that helps us activate our pineal gland. She sets Pinocchio on a path to becoming real, which can be equated with awakening one's inner sight.
And now see, look, I bet y'all didn't even know how deep Pinocchio was. You don't even hear nobody speak about Pinocchio. I keep telling y'all, you gotta watch these anime, everything that they give us, whether it's cartoon, animated, sci-fi, you need to be checking it out. You need to be checking it out because it's a message. They don't just give us these things for nothing. It's really not for your entertainment purpose. They always gotta put hidden gems inside these cartoons, these animated movies, these animated, TV shows, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just like the other movie, Supercell. You know what I'm saying? Like, they telling you right in your face. But you refuse to believe the truth that is in plain sight. You still want to go ahead and just be in La La World. And then while you stuck in La La World like the Pinocchio on strings, and then you complain about your reality being all jacked up. Well, your reality going to continue to be jacked up. Because they're going to treat you like a puppet. Because that's what you are. You're a puppet. So they got to treat you like a puppet. You see what I'm saying? You have not earned your way to be treated like a god. You know what I'm saying? Because you still sleep.
Or third eye. Just as Pinocchio needs to demonstrate moral integrity to become a real boy, spiritual practices like meditation, ethical living, and mindfulness are often recommended for activating the pineal gland. Pinocchio's notorious growing nose when he lies can also be symbolically linked to the concept of illusion, that clouds are real vision. When we are not truthful to ourselves or live in ignorance, our inner sight, or third eye, remains dormant, much like Pinocchio remaining wooden and lifeless. The act of lying can be likened to the calcification of the pineal gland, a condition that many believe hampers its to the calcification remaining wooden and lifeless. The act of lying can be likened to the calcification of the pineal gland.
That's very interesting right there. The act of lying could be caused by the calcification of the pineal gland. Wow, maybe that's why these bots is always lying all the time. Everybody's liars. Nobody tells the truth. I hope y'all can hear this. Let me see if I got the volume all the way up. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
A condition that many believe hampers its proper function. As Pinocchio learns to navigate moral complexities, he inches closer to becoming a real boy. Similarly, as we rid ourselves, inches closer to becoming a real boy. Similarly,
look, after this, I'm gonna go ahead and catch me some Pinocchio. You know what I'm saying? So I can just see now with the third eye.
As we rid ourselves of the illusions that bind us, we get closer to activating our pineal gland and opening our third eye. Once this transformation is complete, both Pinocchio and the individual attain a state of freedom and higher understanding. This one is standing.
Calcification of the pineal gland.
This image shows us how a calcified pineal gland looks.
Look at this. This is how a calcified pineal gland. Go get your toothpaste. You don't believe this? Go get your toothpaste. Why do your toothpaste have fluoride in it? Why did they put fluoride in your water? It might be fluoride even in your food. Who knows? You wasn't there. You wasn't there when they prepared your food. You don't know what the hell is in it. But this is what fluoride does to the pineal gland. Why do you think the beast put so much fluoride in everything? Because they know that they don't want to activate that pineal gland. They want you to stay in the loop. They want you to stay mind fucked. They don't want you to wake up. This is what your pineal gland look like. You got A, you got B, you got C.
The calcification is a process where calcium phosphate crystals accumulate in the gland, potentially affecting its function. Several factors contribute to this phenomenon, and it is often linked to modern lifestyle choices and environmental factors. One of the most discussed contributors is fluoride, a compound found in many public water supplies and dental products. Fluoride has a high affinity for the pineal gland and can accumulate there over time. Studies have shown that this accumulation may lead to the formation of calcium phosphate crystals, contributing to calcification. Diet is another significant factor. Consumption of processed foods that are high in preservatives, additives, and refined sugar can increase the level of toxins. These toxins may contribute to calcification by causing inflammation and oxidative stress, creating an environment where calcium deposits are more likely to form. Additionally, exposure to heavy metals such as lead, mercury, and cadmium can contribute to pineal gland calcification. These metals are often found in air pollution, fish, and even some dental fillings. Once they enter the body, they can be stored in various tissues, including the pineal gland, where they may interact with calcium and other minerals to form deposits. Age also plays a role in calcification.
And this is why it's important, because everybody is vulnerable. Everybody is a victim to this crap because it's everywhere. So therefore, you need to be detoxifying yourself. You need to be taking some type of clay. You need to be taking some type of use some baking soda or something to clean, pull the metals out. Because everybody, if you're using deodorants, if you're putting lotion on your skin, man, you got metals all floating all through your blood. And then you wonder why you don't understand the words that is coming out of my mouth. This is the reason why. Because you have already been taken over. Every time when I try to talk to these bots and tell them to detox, nobody want to detox. The metal is clogging their minds up, and then you got the parasites running them. Because remember, this is a sentient program, so these parasites. There's another video called "Parasites Rule the World." These parasites is in these people, controlling people, and then you wonder why you can't get through to them. Then you wonder why you can't even convince anybody. You know how many herb links I done dropped on my page? Told y'all to go get them herbs. Ain't nobody go get no herbs. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know I got it's just all bots. 98% bots on the channel. Ain't nobody trying to make a difference. Ain't nobody trying to clean themselves out. Because majority of the folk out here are all being controlled by these parasitic demons, because your pineal gland has been calcified and you are no longer driving your own vehicle. It's like we're all living in the Get Out movie. They done put everybody in a damn sunken place. Everybody out here is in a sunken place.
As people grow older, the rate of calcification tends to increase, although the reason for this correlation is not entirely clear. Hormonal changes and longer exposure to contributing factors could be potential explanations. Other lifestyle choices, such as excessive alcohol consumption and tobacco use, may also facilitate calcification. I'm
going to stop right there. I'm going to put this video up, and it's probably going to be a part 2. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Holla back.